Hello everyone, I am doing a video response to Jessica the Story Witch. It's called Decks for Decades. I have to keep on looking over here because that's where the camera is. Yeah, I really liked this tag that she started, so I thought it was really cool. And it's her first tag, so please go over and show us some love. And I saw, oh my gosh, Renee at Find Your Light just went blank on these beautiful people. Yeah, I've been feeling a little bit out of it, if you hadn't already known. I'm not going to talk about it here because it's, but if you do know, then it might seem that I'm feeling a bit flat today, but I really wanted to jump in and do a tag regardless because I am feeling the need to talk, even if it's not about what's happened in the last week. I just feel like I need to put my energy out there and join in on this beautiful tag. So the way that this tag works is that you correlate what decks and how old you are. So through the decades, that's what Jessica is getting at, what kind of decks resonated through those periods in your life. So from 0 to 10, I'm going to go with the animal spirit. Oh gosh, I've got them everywhere. The animal spirit, I am so grateful for the part that animals have played in my life. I am just, obviously not sharks, but they all play their part, don't they? But I'm just so grateful to animals. I just think they have such a vibrancy, and as a kid growing up and having such a, I don't know, it was a bit up and down, a bit all over the shop kind of thing. I think animals were my constant. I had a dog growing up called King, and he was a German Shepherd, and I've shown the photo before, but he was this power of strength. And I think I've had these key, I want to call them people because they sort of feel like people to me. Just the way that animals communicate, especially dogs. I wouldn't say I'm a dog person or a cat person, but I would say that I resonate with dogs more differently. They're a different vibe altogether than cats. I love cats as well, but dogs have been such a support. Gee, I thought I could get through this without crying. Okay, I'm feeling a bit more composed now. Yeah, now I can't remember where I got up to. Yeah, I was talking about what a constant animals are in my life. Each animal that I've had has played such a pivotal point in being such a supportive role, especially from 0 to 10. And the second deck that I chose for that one is this one, Angels of Abundance. I think I really liked the romantic side of this deck and the old worldly charm. This reminds me of my grandparents when I used to go and stay with them. Probably not that one so much. But this kind of depiction, just this Victorian age, this angelic, this innocence, I really felt that for a little while. But just, yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I got this deck, because it's that reminder of that time. And on to the next period, which is the 10 to 20 years. Again, I had a another animal deck, which is the Wild Unknown, which I have trimmed and edged. It's such a powerful deck. I want to say that the consistency of having animals in my life was an absolute blessing, considering I didn't have any siblings, and you know, growing up as an only child. I had cousins that I would see regularly, but you know, I had to, I had to travel, you know, quite a way to go and see them. But yeah, it was the fact that I had that connection with my pets at the time, and I just absolutely adored them. The second deck that I had between 10 and 20 years I would say would be the Keepers of the Light. This one, I sort of had a feeling from a young age. I can't really sort of put my finger on when, but there was definitely some, I want to say, some sort of guardian, some sort of feeling that I had. And I don't know whether anybody necessarily told me that I had guardians or their personal beliefs or anything like that, but I sort of felt there was some sort of presence around me from, especially younger, from 10 years and possibly even younger than that, that there was somebody watching over me. There were certain times in my life where I think things could have gone terribly different if this other support network had not been there. So it's very interesting to sort of think that there are these other energies at play apart from, you know, your physical family. Yeah, okay, so then we're going to go on to 20 to 30 year olds, 30 years. So I've put down, now, I don't know, I was terribly confused at that stage. I didn't really know what I was doing. I sort of had the belief system that I was raised, you know, that you get married and, you know, and the man looks after you and end of story. There is nothing else, you know. So I chose the Sharman Casseli deck because of its old-fashioned, old-worldly kind of charm. You know, definitely the Hierophant at play there. There was lots of things that I don't really think I had any independent thought. It was like, this is, like, I just accepted that that's the way it was going to be for me. I didn't really have any aspirations, but towards the end of that, I got married when I was 26 and I had my son when I was 29, and things changed quite dramatically. And so that's when I've asked for this deck to be put in, the I Am Power deck, because I sort of felt there was an inkling that there had to be more to life than me accepting someone else's point of view. I think I was, and then, you know, things sort of fell apart where, oh, they're all upside down. Things where I didn't realise my own power, and I wasn't really channeling it in a constructive way, and things sort of went quite pear-shaped, you know, after the fact that I got married and I had a child. So yeah, it wasn't the way that I wanted it to turn out to be, apart from the fact of having my beautiful son. So then we move on to 30 to 40 years. So I've chosen the Centennial. So the reason why I've chosen the Centennial is because I still had this fixation, almost like it was almost going to be my saving grace, that I still believed in the ceremony and the traditionalism of, oh, these are upside down, the traditionalism of marriage, like the sanctity of marriage. And there she is in all of her glory. If I could be the Queen of Cups, I would thoroughly be the Queen of Cups, mixed in with some obviously Queen of Pentacles. But yeah, I tried a second time at marriage, and yeah, so I really wanted that stability. I wanted the structure. I wanted the security. And the other one that I put in was the Food Fortunes deck, because why is everything upside down? Because I was using food. I mean, this was sort of a common theme from my teenage years, but still continuing on right through to 30 and 40 years and a little bit now. So yeah, and now we get to the current decade of 40 to 50 years, and tomorrow will be my birthday where I will turn 49. So I'm so close to the other end, it's not funny. And I chose the Enchanted map oracle. This deck, I feel I am doing this in a good way. In a good way. Like I'm peeling off whatever these layers and getting to know the person that is there. You know, not someone that's going to be pleasing people, not someone that's going to take on other people's beliefs, but actually find out who this person is and what she's about. And I think I'm pretty close to, you know, cracking the traditional and the ancestral things, you know, slowly chipping away at who is actually there. Do you know what I mean? Actually having a good look as to who she is. And I think when you're breaking down paradigms like marriage, and I've got nothing against marriage whatsoever, I think it's a beautiful thing if you find somebody that you want to spend the rest of your life with. I think that's an absolute blessing. And I have seen people, you know, friends of mine that have gone through so many things together, and can still smile at the end of the day, even if it's just for a little bit. But yeah. So, and the other one that I wanted to choose was the Inner Star Oracle. So when I'm talking about the paradigms as well, is looking at the depths of things, looking at the symbolisms of things. Yes, it is the right way. Looking, and this is to do more with, you know, how I see myself and how I see myself in this world. Oh, that's a cool card. So I've been really, really digging these, and sacred geometry is something that I really want to get into. And yeah, I don't know if this is really coming across quite clearly. I just really miss doing videos. Hello. You're not going to focus. There we go. Yeah, so I think this is a beautiful deck. It's really, you know, opening me up to other possibilities, considering, you know, I was just about to say halfway through. I'm at the other end of the scale, you know. This is soon to be my 5th decade on the planet, and it's been a journey. It's absolutely been a journey, and I think this is a wonderful tag. I have thoroughly loved sort of deciphering which decks I would choose, and I've got so many decks on my desk that I thought, yeah, for sure this one would be it. But then when I sort of really sort of thought about it, it wasn't the one. So yes, this is Decks for Decades. It's a tag by Jessica the Story Witch. It's her first tag. So it would be really, really cool if you could go over and show love and, you know, put your comments down or watch her video and watch the others. And I shall see you next time.